Lounge Talk. All-Star break. We're back. Got some NBA back tonight. It was a long week. We went into All-Star break. Some nice parlay winners, but the last week's just been mad boring without the NBA, honestly. Some good NHL wins. Zlot's been on fire with college basketball. I've been ice cold.
12 straight.
12 straight.
Shout out
Anytime you win
Zlat.
12 straight in college ball, I mean, that's, like, incredible.
12 straight in any sport against the spread is
But 12
crazy.
straight, like, first halves are amazing pretty much, and that's the majority of what they are. First half, I mean, first half's anything. To me, I'm not a first half guy because
I love it for college basketball.
I know I should be doing it. My parlays will win
There's
first
just a lot
half.
of value. Teams just come out sluggish sometimes.
My
You know what I
parlays will
mean?
win first half almost every time. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
go,
the ones that get pretty deep, yeah.
They go 0 for 3, but they would have won first half.
Yeah.
Like, literally last night, I think I would have won first half if I did the under in the Alabama game. Illinois, yeah. And
Yeah.
Kentucky was up 9.5.
Kentucky, Yep.
Well, and the night before, the first half parlays would win. I should probably start
Yeah,
doing
that's
them.
tough. It is what
Yeah,
it is, though.
I've had a rough week with college basketball. I'm not hiding from it, but it's a tough sport to bet. The spreads, they all come down to the end. I mean, you look at Illinois last night, bro. They're up 7 with 42 seconds left. They lose outright.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They lose outright.
It's crazy.
It's insane, but
Sports in a nutshell, though.
it's good to have
sometimes.
NBA back. It's a little more predictable. You know, besides the blowouts, but props are way better. You're betting on props instead of spreads with college with NBA, so it's easier to hit bigger parlays, easier to just hit parlays in general. I'm really excited, but I am nervous for the first couple days back from All-Star break. Guys been off 7-8 days. All-Star break, 13 games. There's some blowouts on the board probably tonight, so you got to be careful. But
Yeah, I wonder how minutes are going to be managed these next couple games
Well,
to come
yeah.
back from the break. Like, if guys are good to go, like if they're going to stay on their like rescheduled minutes, or if the coaches are going to like let them play more.
I think before the All-Star break, you go look at guys like Benedict Mathurin. He was getting like 15, 20 minutes. Like, I think he just probably was tired and hurt. Where he's going to go back to like his 27 to 30
Yeah,
minutes.
time to let them loose.
Yeah, like let this kid loose. Like, he's a bucket off the bench for you. And they're in a playoff race. I mean,
Yeah.
for seeding, you need that bench scoring. Granted, Halliburton did come back and play a lot of minutes when he wasn't really supposed to.
Is
but
he good to go now, minutes
Yeah,
wise? Like
I
they're
would.
letting him.
I would let him.
Yeah, I
You
would
got
too.
to, bro.
Let him figure it out.
You got to. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some fun races down the stretch. I mean, you look at a team like the Mavs, they can make a run to get up to a higher seed than I think they're 5 or 6 right now. The Sixers are just kind of hanging there without Embiid. The Knicks they're hurt. Teams are hurt. Teams are more hurt now than ever, I feel like.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of injuries. We had some optimism today come out. I think Nick Nurse was saying that they're pretty
I didn't see
optimistic
that.
on Embiid probably coming back a couple weeks before the playoffs start.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just have him come back when the playoffs start and expect him to be good. Just
Yeah.
doesn't work with that. You need to get him in game shape. You need to get the team with the chemistry. I mean, it's all different with Buddy Hield now. Buddy Hield's been a great addition.
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy with him.
We touched on it last time with Tom too. I mean, the outlook for the Sixers right now, ideally, it's just steal as many wins as you can without Embiid, and then just hope he comes back before the start of the playoffs
Yeah.
so we can find that rhythm.
Do you think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs?
Ooh, the playoffs or the play-in?
Get past the play-in.
Get past the play-in?
Yeah, okay, they'll probably make the play-in because LeBron will go all out.
I mean, I'm gonna say yeah, just because I have faith in Brown and AD, but like I'm not like confident when I say that. It's more of like a hope thing because
Yeah.
I want to see them obviously be in the playoffs. But I mean, I don't know if they don't make it, it wouldn't surprise me though either.
If they don't make it, do you think Bron's out?
I think like how he always does. I think Bron he'll weigh his options. Like I don't think it's off the table.
Yeah, I mean, you have that
I don't think
nice...
it's set in stone that his future is Los Angeles. But
Would you go back to Cleveland?
I don't think so.
I saw 4 teams. If LeBron were to leave the Lakers, Cleveland, Miami, the Knicks, and the Sixers.
Yeah, well, obviously, out of all those teams, you know which one I would want him
obviously.
to go to.
Imagine like Bron just like down the street from us right now.
Yeah, I would probably like be waiting outside his crib, but no, I think all 4 of those teams would be intriguing, obviously for him.
But
Especially
why?
the Knicks.
Why
being in
doesn't
that
it work
market.
with Anthony Davis? Like that's an elite big man that like Bron teamed up with. Like what's missing?
Well, a lot of their issues is obviously health. But when they've been on the floor together, I mean, their numbers have been fine.
Yeah, but why don't they win? That's what.
Yeah, I
When I
mean,
think about LeBron going to another team, I think about his current team. And you got AD, you got D'Lo, you got Reeves. Like those are good pieces, and then you got two superstars. Like why don't you win more?
yeah, I don't know. I
Is it
mean,
the bench? Is it Ham? Yeah, I don't know.
it could be a mixture of everything, right? I mean, it's a long season, right? Especially guys like Brown and AD. Well, how old's AD?
He's probably like 30.
Yeah, I wouldn't categorize in that then, but like stuff with Brown, like you could tell, like
Yeah, Brown's old.
yeah, his body gets beat up, and
Yeah,
you
but
can
he's.
tell the nights where he turns it on. You can tell the nights where he kind of takes it as the game comes to him. I think it's a mixture of a lot of things, though.
I mean, I'm not betting against Braun when it comes down to it. Like, I love when Braun wins me money
Yeah, there's no better feeling
because it's
when
just
you win
like
a bet with
it's
Bron.
like with Mahomes. You're betting on the goat. You're betting on a goat,
Yeah, true.
and it's just like this was easy. Like I knew he doesn't ever sell me. He respects the coin.
He does respect the coin.
Like when he came back from 3-1, I had huge money on the Cavs to win that
Oh
series.
yeah.
Bro, I was like the biggest LeBron fan that series.
Yeah. I just want him to be in a spot where he can contend for a
Yeah,
championship.
me
'Cause
too.
At the end of the day, like we don't have that many more years
Yeah,
of
you wanna
obviously
appreciate
watching LeBron play. So as much playoff Bron we can get out of these next couple of years, it's just a bonus.
Yeah, Braun hater or not hater, like at some point you want to appreciate greatness, and you got probably 4 or 5 years left of Braun.
They'll all be upset when he's gone. You know how it works.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
even now, like you see less and less of him, like highlights of him every night. I feel like, in a way, like you're not
Yeah.
like it's not like a highlight reel like he once was.
No,
but he still
yeah.
is. He's catered his game to his age and how his different style, and he's great at it.
Right.
Yeah, so in the West, like you never know with them. Golden State's picking it up.
They're always going to be scary. I don't know how many games back they are. Aren't they like?
They're not that from the play-in. I don't care about the playoffs. The
Oh,
play-in.
okay. The play-in, yeah. I mean, I if I had to put money on it, I think obviously the Warriors figure out a way to get at least into the play-in.
Yeah, me too.
And then once they get there, you know what I mean. You got Steph and
You got
those
Steph.
guys. You just got to worry about it.
You don't even need.
They know how to win a playoff series, right? It'd be different if it was just like college, right? If it was just a one game and you're out type scenario, but. I don't care if they're the last seed or if they're the first seed. They're going to be tough to beat in a 7-game.
They're going to be tough. The Wolves are obviously up. Like the new teams that are up there, the Wolves, the Thunder.
OKC.
They're fun. I want them to get up.
It's refreshing for the NBA, right? Because you have Bron and Steph who are battling to get their teams in playoffs.
Just
and
in
then
the
you
playoffs.
have Anthony Edwards and Shea carrying their teams to the top teams in the West.
I
think it's great for the brand of basketball, obviously.
The Kings are good, but like I'm not like sold. If you gamble on the Kings every night, you feel like something's probably missing with them. The last like month, so the beginning of the season, I was like, all right, the Kings are really good, but the last month, I'm like, yo, there's a piece missing with them that I'm just not. I don't know how to put my finger on it. But Fox has been like up and down. Sabonis is good, but he's not going to get you a bucket. Right. Monk will get you a bucket. He went on a horrible stretch, and then you got like the Keegan Murrays and the Kevin Huerters who are streaky. So I'm not like sold on the Kings. I want to be sold on the Kings, but I'm not sold on the Kings.
Yeah, I mean they're one of those teams that, you know what I mean. They're going to be carried by Sabonis and Fox, right?
Yeah.
Is that duo better than an Anthony Edwards and Cat?
No.
Or like a Shea and like a Jalen Williams, right? So do I think they have potential? Yeah, but I think the West is way too top heavy.
Yeah.
I don't see them making a deep playoff run, but I mean I could be completely wrong.
Last year was cool. It was like light the beam. They came out of nowhere, but
yeah,
this year it's a little different. The East,
right? They're not going to surprise anyone.
Yeah.
Now teams are aware of the Kings, right?
For sure.
So that always plays a big element and stuff too.
And then the East, obviously, got the Celtics. They're the powerhouse, and then after that, it's pretty wide open. I think.
Super wide open.
The Knicks they're balanced. They're made for half court basketball. Besides Julius Randle, we're not fans of Julius Randle here. The Bucks are gonna be there anytime you got Giannis in a series half court game, and now you add Dame to it. Like they just haven't been healthy. Middleton's a huge X factor for them, and I hate to say that because he doesn't respect the coin, Chris Middleton, but he just is. Like you look at when they won, he was their best player. Yeah. He was their best player Giannis is Giannis, but I think he was averaging like 25 when they won against the Suns.
Right. I think the Bucks are the perfect example of why like people are starting that conversation that the NBA should maybe be shorter in terms of like games, right? Because like
why the Bucks?
Because with them, it's like they're a team that again, they're not playing well, but everybody knows come playoff time, they'll be in the Eastern Conference
Yeah,
Finals.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Battling for a championship. It's just how it's going to go. And I think teams with these superstars, and I'm not saying like Dame and Giannis do this on purpose. I just think like they're in that phase where like they're just brand new. They're just trying to just go casually through the motions and just figure it out. And then when playoff time comes around, that's when they'll turn it on.
I was on TikTok today, and I was listening to Pat Bev talk about what JJ Redick said, and like he's like, look at the Clippers. They went 0-5. Everyone thought they sucked. We got a new coach. Like obviously before the All-Star break, we lose to the Grizzlies. Like who cares?
Yeah.
Literally, who cares? Do you remember? He was asking Richard Jefferson. He's like, do you remember losing to a team 12 years ago before the All-Star break? And Richard Jefferson was like, nah. And he was like, exactly. No one gives a shit. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like post All-Star break, like we need to gel. Like Doc will figure it out. We're a new team together. Figure it out. And he's not wrong, but he was wrong about what he said about JJ Redick, in my opinion. But besides that,
what did he say about JJ exactly?
he said Doc Rivers saved his career. I don't think by starting.
Who said that?
Pat Bev said Doc Rivers saved JJ Redick's career by starting him.
Yeah. I mean that's wrong.
That's wrong. I think
it's wrong because JJ his whole career, like what kind of a player he was. He's gonna go out there and he's gonna shoot.
He's gonna play no defense. He's not gonna not try on defense.
Regardless if he's starting or not, the way his style of play and how efficient he is shooting the basketball, he was always gonna have a role on it, no matter where he was, whether it's starting or whether it's getting minutes off the bench. So I mean Pat Bev. What Pat Bev's doing, right? Whether he means it or not, he's being Pat Bev. Like he's
Pat Bev.
He's being outspoken. He's standing up for his head coach. He just got traded to a team, right? He didn't want to get traded, so he's probably mad about the whole trade too. So he's just defending his coach like Pat Bev's always.
But
I
do think
I don't pay no mind to that.
I do think we're going to see a bit of a Tony Romo effect with JJ Redick. I think JJ Redick's so fresh, so new, and everyone loves him right now. But at some point, he's just going to get annoying. Like his takes are going to get annoying. But
it's going to get annoying from the fact that like it's going to be too technical.
Yes.
Right? And that's what people are going to get probably tired of like that, like, I hate to say like know-it-all.
Yeah.
But like that's how it's going to come across. I love it, right? Because like these guys, they actually played the sport. Like we could sit here and critique people and talk, but like I love listening to guys that actually played, what they see, especially on a certain play, especially if it's football.
Well, Redick's takes are great.
I love it.
They're great. I'm just saying, like, at some point, like he went on First Take and he's like, why is it it's our job to educate people on the game of basketball, not the players. It's just like at some point I feel like people are gonna be like, all right, JJ, like it's enough.
Yeah, they might.
But that being said, I love JJ. I love Pat Bev. I actually don't. I hated Pat Bev getting traded, but I really don't hate it anymore. It is irrelevant. It's just like he was a fan favorite here.
You just took the word right out.
Yeah, he was a fan
for
favorite.
Me, it's irrelevant. I love Pat Bev. I wish he would have stayed. I don't care that he's gone though either. Like it is what
like
it
this.
is. I don't think we got better or worse. Like
I think the style of play with the second unit is more fun. It's more fast paced.
Sure.
And that's the Sixers need to play that kind of style of basketball.
Like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, like I think the most important thing is just stealing wins. So if the best way to steal wins until Embiid gets back was to trade Pat Bev and to get more offense, that's cool with me.
All right, here we had a nice debate in our group chat yesterday. One of our buddies thinks that he could easily get a bucket on a bench player in the NBA.
One of our buddies, his name's Dylan Tolliver.
Yeah.
And he cannot. But
he was like, I could easily. He's like, I could easily score in Ryan Arch. I'm like, dude, that's like the worst example because that dude will clamp you. That's like what he does, play defense. I'm like, buddy, he'll play off you, maybe. But if any NBA player,
well, no, you got to give it more context, right? So the thing was, it was like this list. It was like 1-on-1, right? You have one chance to score. If it was a fifth grader and you score on them, you get $1 million.
Yeah.
If it's an eighth grader, you get $10 million, and I think the next level was either Division I.
Yeah.
And our buddy said like, and for whatever reason, he didn't want to pick one. He just said, I can go and score on Ryan Arch, and I was like, and I read it, and I thought he was kidding at first, and then obviously everyone in the group chat started going in on it, and he was dead serious. And Tolly, listen, I love you, buddy, but I'm here to tell you like you're not scoring on Ryan Arch, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think
maybe like if you had a couple of chances. But
I think if any single NBA player puts their all into defense on someone who didn't play Division I basketball or anything higher than varsity basketball, they're gonna clamp you. Like Could you throw a hook shot up and one go in or like a prayer? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
That's not what we're
Like,
talking
we're
about.
talking about like you having the confidence that you think you could step on the court one-on-one and confidently go get a bucket, right? And it's just
No one who
like,
didn't
we would
play-
all like to dream that, but like we're not even scoring on Division I players, like let alone an NBA player. So
literally.
I mean, I will take my $1 million and I will confidently go score on a 5th grader,
Yeah,
and I'll
that's what-
split it with all the guys.
That's what Kai did. Kai
His mixtape.
his
That was great.
mixtape, dude. Kai's the best.
He's
His
so
mixtape,
funny, man.
just balling against a bunch of kindergartners.
Yeah, hooping.
He's like, Shannon, look at this. Shannon, that's amazing, dude. Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, Ocho started cracking up. It was great.
I know. Well, transitioning from NBA, baseball pitchers and catchers start. They're got our first spring. We got our first spring training game today.
I'm excited though for the Phillies.
What'd you say?
think I'm really excited though for the Phillies.
This has to be the year.
Yeah, I think everyone has that mindset, and that's why I'm excited. I think from opening day to the end of the year, like
They always start slow.
and again, it's everyone's goal, right? When you start spring training, that your goal is to win a World Series, but you just hear it from the coaches and players, like that's their only focus, and you just love to hear it.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I'm really hyped for them.
it sucks because you look at the rankings that I forget who just put them out, but the 3 of the top 5 players in the MLB are on the Dodgers, and I am praying on the Dodgers to
So,
not win
It's got to
the
be
World Series.
Ohtani, Mookie, Freeman.
Yeah, it was, and
Freeman's
it went.
top 5 in the MLB. I'm a huge fan of Freddie Freeman, so
Yeah,
shout
I
out
think
Freddie
he was
Freeman.
5. I think Ohtani was 4, and I think Mookie was 2.
Harper was 11. What do you think about that?
Harper was 11.
11.
Can you really quick name the guys that are in front of him?
Yeah. Well, you guys talk.
I don't even care that Harper's 11. What Harper's won when it matters, and that's all I care about. Harper's the best player in baseball in October.
He brings that extra element of just like that.
The
like,
last 2 years, who's better? I mean, Adolis Garcia, okay, he had a crazy run, but the best player in October the last 2 years is Bryce Harper.
Yeah, when he steps into the box, especially at the bank, the song's playing, pitchers are nervous. Right?
Dude, it doesn't matter.
Is he the best player in the MLB? No. And I love Bryce Harper.
But when it matters, when it matters, I think he is.
He just brings that extra feel.
The 10 ahead of him, and to be fair, maybe they're looking at the youth too. You got Julio Rodriguez 10, Garrett Cole 9, Yordan Alvarez 8, Juan Soto 7, 6 Corey Seager,
5 Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, you guys got the rest.
Yeah, I'm
It's
good.
pretty
I
slow.
won't compare him to the pitchers because that's just way too hard. But
Acuna won, which is fair. He's amazing.
yeah, Acuna's better.
Acuna
I
won?
think I don't know if I love Julio Rodriguez. He's so young.
Soto like had a down year.
Dude,
Like, is he
none of
really-
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Like, I definitely think Harper's better than Soto.
Your life on the line, who you put in the box. Out of those 11 guys, your life on the line, you need a
What do you need though, right? Because if I need a walk, I'm taking Juan
Right,
Soto.
right.
fuck the walk. You need a. There's 2 outs, second and third,
Give me Bryce.
down 4-3.
He's gonna get 1 pitch to hit. Give it to me.
Where's the game being played?
Bro, anywhere in the
Anywhere
world.
in the world. Give me Bryce.
Yeah, I'm
I'm not taking
going Bryce
Judge.
Harper.
I'm standing with the hometown guy. I'll take Bryce.
That might be biased, but Soto doesn't swing. He's gonna try and get a walk.
could be.
Mookie's. They're all great options, but the only guy who's proven it to me out of those 11 players the last 2 years is Bryce Harper.
Right.
Acuna, his team hasn't got past the Phillies.
Nope.
Well, I don't care if they haven't gotten past the Phillies. If we're talking about Acuna and Harper, like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Acuna
Acuna's
is
a better player.
than Harper.
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
a full
I'm just
season.
saying-
Harper's
yeah.
playing first base right now. Come on, like
I mean, Harper could play the outfield if he wanted him to. And
Sure.
Harper's the Phillies' best outfielder.
I
He's
don't
also
want him to
playing
play.
a great first base. He
playing-
can
I don't
play.
want him to play anywhere in the field. I'd rather just DH him, keep
Yeah,
him healthy.
we
and
can't.
just-
We can't
You
because we don't have
can't.
the.
You got
well, we don't have the
defense.
players. Yeah, sure.
You got Schwarber. Yeah, you're handcuffed.
Yeah, and I hate that they're going to lead Schwarber off again.
I was just about to tie into that. Like that's the only like I'm really excited for the Phillies, right? If I see him lead off, and I know he's going to be lead off, it drives me nuts.
Dude,
we
you
just
need
got Witt. He's ideal. Like he's an ideal leadoff hitter. Then you could put Trey in the 2-hole.
Yeah,
Like
you just need speed, man. Like speed kills. Like you look last year when the Phillies got good, it's when Trey Turner got hot. He got on base. He made things happen. Short doesn't get on base. It's home runs.
I mean, I think Stott's the ideal leadoff guy. That's like your prototypical put the bat on the ball.
No, he's not fast
nah,
enough.
he don't walk enough. I
Yeah.
don't
I mean, Turner's too swing and miss for me, I feel like.
Oh, he's
But,
too-
Well, Witt, Merrifield.
yeah, but he's not going to play every day.
He's not playing every day.
Yeah, and I'm here to say like, and Phillies, if you want to hire me, like I'm available. But like if he's not an everyday player for the Phillies, that makes 0 sense to me. Go through the lineup and go through the positions right now.
Boy, you playing him over
it's-
Stott?
No, you can put him in the outfield.
Okay, no, but he wants to play second base.
I don't care where he wants to play.
I think they're going to play him some.
They're going to platoon him with Marsh.
No, who's the
Or
other?
Rojas.
Rojas. I think that's like the
it's
it's
Rojas'
safety net. Yeah.
It's Rojas'
He
job
wants
to
to play
lose.
second base. What does that mean? So, like, okay, so if the Phillies said, you know what, listen, we have our second baseman with, like, we would love to have you. We'd love to have you in the outfield. Does he turn into the Phillies and think, all right, I'm not playing if I don't play second base?
No, he'll play.
Exactly my point.
Well,
We need outfield help. Put him in the outfield.
I think they're relying on Rojas.
They're relying on
Nobody's going to be better at the plate.
Rojas is a great glove, like elite glove.
So you have Schwarber in left.
No, you got
Schwarber's
Martian
good
left.
DH.
Yeah, you got Martian left.
Well, where's Castellanos playing? DH.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
Castellanos in right, Rojas center, and then who's in left?
Marsh.
Play him over Marsh. We're talking about Witt and Marsh. Like, let's be real here.
Yeah, I mean,
Talk about a platoon player.
it's-
Like
it's
Marsh
right,
is. If you look up the definition of platoon player, it's Brandon Marsh.
Yeah,
and
no.
I love Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, no, I
he's
know.
another guy that brings a lot of energy to the team.
yeah, but that's what they're planning on doing.
Yeah, righty lefty. Like lefty pitchers, they'll probably play.
ridiculous.
They'll probably play Witt.
I mean, second half of the year
You
last
can
year.
put Marsh in center field. Get
You
Rojas
could.
out of my lineup.
Well, they're letting Rojas win the job. If he can't win the
Yeah.
job, it's
I mean, Rojas. If you've been on Instagram at all, it's like every other video. He's fucking jacked. He's hitting every day. They're gonna give him a shot.
yeah, I mean, he's
I
fast.
don't mind.
He
giving
also
him a
hit
shot.
300 in the regular season.
Yeah,
Was
I mean,
not doing
I
that in
think
the
Whit
playoffs.
Merrifield hit like .74 in the second half.
Put
of
it
the
this
year.
way: by the All-Star break, I'll say like Witt will be an everyday player. For the
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna because we're
I
someone's
wish I could bet that. 'cause I would
someone's
bet
gonna
that today.
slump. Someone's gonna slump, and we gotta get off the field.
I mean, if anybody gets hurt,
someone's
he's
gonna
start.
slump, get hurt, and Witt's gonna play well, and we're gonna be like, this guy should play. Like, don't take him out of the lineup. But yeah, I'm excited for baseball.
He'll be in the opening day lineup.
He could be. I
Well,
mean,
Marsh is hurt.
he's been dealing with knee issues
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah, he'll be in the opening day lineup. Witt's cool, and he's gonna be. People are gonna love Witt. They're gonna love his
phenomenal.
energy.
We haven't had a good bench bat in
Yo,
forever.
so
He's
there's
a guy we needed for so long, and he should be the leadoff hitter.
the MLB has a huge problem right now with free agents. There's never been this many free agents come this late into the spring training, and they're just
there
the
are
owners.
games being played today, and there's guys that are.
The owners are
all-stars.
just all taking a stand for Scott Boras. They're like, we're not going to let Scott Boras win.
What's the context?
I don't know the exact context. So I don't want to sound stupid, but I'm pretty sure that they just don't want to give in to Scott Boras getting these guys an insane amount of money anymore.
Makes sense. I mean,
Like Blake Snell is the Cy Young, but he doesn't go more than 5 innings, so teams don't want to give him the
Right.
biggest bag they have to.
and he doesn't even have a qualifying offer. Like he's out there for the taking. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Yankees.
Has their
might
numbers
offer-
been thrown around for Blake Snell?
Not that I know of. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there.
He wants
I
like
don't know how much the Phillies have left to spend.
they
Are we in the
have.
luxury tax?
there
they-
is no. I don't think
They
There's a luxury tax.
I mean,
in
listen,
baseball.
they-
there's no cap in baseball, but there's a luxury tax.
they offered Yamamoto more money than anybody. They're willing to spend.
yeah, they offered
You
Yamamoto.
still decide to go to the Dodgers?
Yeah, fuck the Dodgers, man. I hope the Dodgers lose so much. I literally hope
Well,
the
that
Dodgers
was
don't-
that had to be like him and Otani got to be like best friends.
100%.
Which is cool. If that's the reason, that's okay.
If the
Go play with
Dodgers-
your buddy, it is what it is.
If the Dodgers don't win the World Series, they're a joke. Straight up. I mean, it's hard to win the World Series, but you spend all that money, you get all that star power. Everyone wants to go to LA, play for the Dodgers, play for the Lakers. Fuck LA.
Yeah. I mean, they've
them.
folded year after year of late.
Lakers
the only
gonna
year they
lose.
won-
Dodgers gonna lose.
Yeah.
Kings any good?
I don't know if the Dodgers are gonna lose. I mean, they're loaded. So
They
I know
are.
they might not lose.
I
hope
mean,
they
I
would.
would like them to, but
They got Walker Buehler coming back, who was literally like,
yeah,
he coulda won a Cy Young
they're
that
a
year.
good team. They
They
go as
got
far. They
Tyler
go as
Glass
far.
now.
They go as far as that manager goes. He
Right.
makes some bonehead mistakes sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's baseball.
It is exactly. I want to get back to this though. Like, if we have the money and he's not too expensive, I think we need a pitcher like Blake Snell.
Or Montgomery. I've heard Montgomery floated around.
I like Montgomery.
I don't hate Montgomery.
He's a winner.
You know, Zach Wheeler's on like the deal of the century.
Right. They're going to try to sign him.
He's on the deal of the century. We signed Zach Wheeler. We gave him like good money for what he did in New York, but
gonna get a bag.
he's overproduced for what he gets paid, like an insane amount.
Wonder what his Cy Young odds are.
He's probably one of the favorites.
Yeah.
You wanna know
Dude,
something
he's
crazy?
so reliable.
I don't know if I would sign him.
Yeah, because he's
Like he's up there in age, like he deserves it, but like in 3 years when you're paying him
Depends on the
so
deal.
much money, is it worth
Dude,
it?
Wheeler's good.
Oh, he's amazing. In
Like
the playoffs,
we did
too.
not expect to get it. We
How old
expected
is
Nola to be 1 and Wheeler be 2, and it's the opposite way.
I mean, Nola will still be opening day probably because he's got the.
Which is crazy. 'Cause
I mean, I
he's
think
a
it's-
he's a back end rotation guy on the
No,
playoff team. Yes,
you're crazy. He was
I'm
great
not.
in the playoffs.
I'm
he had
not.
one bad start. I love Nola. I mean,
I
I don't
I
love
like
him.
Nola
No, Nola's
too.
a 2 or 3. Nola's
like
2.
Nola,
He's
that's
not.
what I'm
He's not a
saying.
4 or 5. He's not a 1.
No, when you
He's
get
a-
when you get the playoffs, it's 4.
No, bro, he's so good in the
No,
playoffs.
he's great in the playoffs.
No, I'm saying when it gets to the playoffs, there's no fifth starter. Like,
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
teams
But he's
going
not.
for it.
He's not 3. In the playoffs,
mean,
it's not 3.
I love the Phillies. I love most of the decisions they made last year. I actually
He
said
might not
it-
be I'm sorry to cut
No,
you
you're
off.
good,
Jake.
you're
He might
good.
not be a 3 for the Phillies.
No, he's a 2.
But you look at a lot of the playoff teams, he's probably 3.
We'll play who?
like the Dodgers.
Don't
is
say the
three.
Braves or the Dodgers because those
Why
guys
not? Why would I not
those
say
guys
the Braves and the Dodgers?
are paying
Rangers?
He's 2 on the
Ran-
Rangers. Well, they have DeGrom and Scherzer. He's better than Scherzer. He's better than Scherzer. Aaron Nola is better than Scherzer.
No, he's not.
Dude, Aaron Nola had a way
that
better
is
year than Scherzer.
disrespectful, bro.
Right now, not
is
career.
so
No, it's
disrespectful.
not. He had a way better year than him last year. He had a way better year than Max Scherzer last year. Look it up. Max Scherzer fucking gave up 10 runs some games.
Yeah, Scherzer struggled, but they
Scherzer was
obviously won. He
horrible.
got a ring.
Career-wise, he's way better, obviously.
and the
Nola.
age. I mean, Scherzer's
Right,
sort
yeah,
of-
Scherzer's washed.
Well,
So
yeah. I
washed.
mean, what are we trying to argue here, right? I mean,
In the playoffs, I'm starting Aaron Nola before Max Scherzer.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
He
but-
gave up
don't
10
know
runs in the
I really
playoffs.
don't know about that.
yeah, but he rushed back.
I'm not
and-
saying but I'm also not saying you're wrong, right? Like he very well could be better than Scherzer.
I mean, they got the
But
ground.
I'm saying,
He's not even going
I'm
to make
saying
it
with
there.
Scherzer's experience, like a lot of managers, I'm sure would probably give
Nah,
the
he's
edge to
washed.
Scherzer.
I think so too.
Wait,
but
Scherzer's experience, Nola almost has just as much
yeah,
in the playoffs.
Nola I think is great in the playoffs, and then there's one game. Where you
Scherzer
really
won a
need
World
him.
Series.
and he
Scherzer won a
falls.
World Series, obviously.
Got 2.
Nola hasn't. But
Scherzer's got 2.
they probably have very similar amount of games in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
And Nola's numbers might be better.
Actually, well, Noah's only been there the last 2 years, but he's been a horse in those
Bro,
playoffs.
Scherzer has way more playoff experience.
He probably
I don't even have
does.
to look at my phone and look that up to know that.
Well, the Tigers, then besides that, who else? The Nationals
Just
1
the
year.
Nationals, yeah. Rangers, Dodgers,
Rangers, he didn't do shit.
Dodgers.
he
did a little-
folded.
Yeah.
Right there, that's 5 years over 2.
Dude,
Yeah, but he might not. He might only have the same amount of starts. Is what I'm saying.
There's also a lot
Nah,
of
that
rumblings.
Not the same amount of starts, but he might
Can't
not.
because he made 3 deep baseball playoff runs.
Nola's made 2, and he was.
Right.
But he might have started. He might have started. Look it up. I'm looking it up right now. I got it. Stats Muse right now.
Bro, I mean, I think the Phillies.
But no, I really think we need another starter.
I think we might. I mean, I think for what it's worth, I think they got to give some leash to Walker again and like Sanchez. I was on the fence last year. I was on the side saying that they should have started Walker over Christopher Sanchez in the playoffs just because the experience. Like, I think that's so important in the playoffs, and obviously
Yeah.
they went the other way.
Max Scherzer has a 7-8 career playoff record with a 3.78 ERA. See Aaron Noles.
Noah's probably better win-loss, probably better ERA, but
Aaron
Probably-
Nola has a 5-3 record, so he's with 3.7 ERA.
what about innings?
Yeah.
The ERA is the same.
Yeah, you're right. Scherzer
That probably got inflated though, obviously. 'Cause-
Honestly, both. They both had bad starts in the playoffs, like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But I get
mean,
what you're saying. You're
yeah.
talking. You're talking.
I'm
going
talking right
you're
now.
talking going into this year. Would you rather have Nola? Or rather have Scherzer? Like, I agree. Like, yes, I'd rather
I mean,
have Nola,
Scherzer
but I'm
could-
just saying in playoff time.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. You're right.
some managers,
One
I just
game,
know how they
I'd
do.
feel more comfortable with Scherzer because he's just a gamer.
Right.
Yeah.
But
well,
Nola-
let's see. We'll see about that.
Yeah. You know, I think they're going to probably not sign anybody else right now, but I think they're going to be huge buyers at the deadline. I think they made that clear when they didn't get Yamamoto that they said something along the lines of like, maybe if we don't spend now, we can leverage that at the deadline. So I'll be excited for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just excited for baseball, man. Like, it's just a fun. It's as much as we hate it during that time. Damn,
Right.
I can't wait for football. I think baseball was just like, it's just the dog days of betting and the dog days of sports. Like,
One of those sports. You get really excited for the first month, then it.
I don't even get excited for. I get excited for June and July because there's nothing else on.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
1 o'clock on a Wednesday. You
1
got
o'clock on a
Royals,
Wednesday. Get
Orioles.
to the workday. Dude,
Speaking
1
of
o'clock on a
Orioles.
Wednesday. Pirates, Cubs, 2 dog shit
Yeah,
teams.
it's literally Pirates,
Frank, what are
Cubs.
we taking? Pirates or Cubs? Over under
Yeah.
2 o'clock. These guys, these lineups usually stink. Well, the last year they didn't, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
Oh my God, it is fun. I mean,
Betting wise, it is.
yeah, but even the Phillies, man, they're fun every night. Like, dude, when we first got the cameras up and running, it was like you'd be here and someone would hit a fucking walk-off home run every other day, it felt like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here watching Yankees Red Sox. I got the over 7. It's 0-0 in the 5th inning. I'm like, this is chalked, and then
Yeah,
all of a
it's
sudden
fun.
it's
10 runs.
all of a
gets
sudden
scored.
it's 4-4.
Yeah, that's what's wild.
I mean, it is the
Baseball,
one
man.
sport where really the game's
No,
never
the best
over.
is like when you have like you got over 8, over an even number.
Because you know
Right.
my rule with baseball.
What?
Game doesn't start till when.
5th inning, 6th inning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 6th inning is
The
when
sixth
the baseball
inning.
game starts.
Unless you got first 5.
You
it's
got
over.
you got over 8. Any even number you got over, and it's just like, all right, each team needs to score 4 runs.
Yeah.
Score 4 runs, we win no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, you got an
For
odd
both
number, it could be
teams.
5-4, you push.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it could be 5-3 with 8, but you know, each team get 4 runs, we
Sure.
win.
That's funny. That's the truth.
Strikeout lays, home run parlays.
Who you guys had got very close on a couple of the 10 days with MLB too.
10K challenge was crazy
Buddha,
last year.
That's a good
G-Man.
sport to do it.
Oh, it's great.
We had four runs.
Got to day 9 at least.
We got
once.
day 9 once. We got day 8. We got day 7. And this was all like in a 3-week span.
Yeah, it was close, really close.
Or no, 4-week span. Maybe 5, actually. I'm sorry. Because to get to 10 days, it was just back to back to back. And we're like, oh my God. And what was the guy's name who sold it on the Rays?
I know who you're talking about. Bradley.
Bradley.
Oh,
Taj
yeah.
Taj Bradley.
Taj Bradley.
It was over
like,
before it started. The guy gave like back to back to back hits. It's over.
I never
It's the
even
Rays
heard
too.
of the
They
guy, and I
pull.
saw it on
Yeah.
day 10.
Against
I'm
the
like, bro,
Diamondbacks.
this just looks like it's not going to.
I literally remember where I was.
It is what it is. It's a good run, though.
Yeah, 10K challenge baseball is fun.
It is.
The 10K challenge where you got 2 guys parlayed to get 1 hit. That's a fun bet. It really is.
You get down to the bottom of the 7th, you're like, yo, I just need a guy to get on 2 more times so
Yeah.
this guy
You're
can get
checking
up.
to see if he gets an extra at bat. Like,
Yeah.
yo,
Doing the
this
math.
gotta get on. This gotta get on.
Just get like, dude, baseball's fun. Like, again, with how like low scoring football was, the first half of NBA season was fun, but there was a lot of blowouts. I'm just kind of excited for that thrill of baseball right now because
100%.
I feel like it's just been a bit ruined. Like NFL was hard. There wasn't a lot of scoring for the first time in a while. Offenses stunk. Quarterbacks were hurt. NBA, there's been blowouts, unpredictable. They've been really sharp with the lines. Baseball,
It's wide open.
good weather, bad pitcher, anything could happen.
Yeah, it doesn't, and that's just where we're blowouts or not. It doesn't matter. These guys are getting at bats.
Well, for the most
For
part.
for hitters. I mean, if you have 10 runs, they're hardly pulling the whole lineup.
Yeah, sometimes, but not always. But yeah, exactly. You're right. Pitchers are different.
Dude,
Pitchers get rocked in the 2nd, 3rd inning. They're only going 4 or 5 innings. That sucks.
But that's why the hit lays are fun. The game could be 9-0, bottom of the 8th, but your guy's
Your
coming
guy's still
up.
gonna get the
Yeah,
chance.
that's fun.
I agree with that.
All right. We're approaching March. We're approaching March Madness.
Best time of the year.
March Madness is amazing. It is the first 4 days of March Madness are, the sports world's Super Bowl besides the Super Bowl. It's games all day, every day for 4 days. We're each going to give out 2 futures right now that we like going into March Madness. I'm going to let Mitch start with his 2, and I'll take my 2 after.
Cool. So, best time of year, obviously March Madness. 2 teams I like for 2 opposite reasons. First, I do like Houston at plus 900. I think Kelvin Sampson, what he's built with that program, first year in the Big 12, so every single game they played so far this year has been a March Madness game, essentially.
Yeah.
So I think that experience might help them a lot. Obviously, senior guard play with Jamal Shed. They added LJ Cryer, right? So they have a guy who can really, really shoot it.
Okay. I see you,
This guy knows
see you
like,
naming
random
names.
players, like, he's crazy.
I like them at plus 900. Not the greatest of value, but I think they could obviously do it. Next one, I'm going to take Kentucky at plus 3,000.
4,000 now.
Is it 4,000 now?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to take it again on my Tommy shit. But I like Kentucky. I mean,
Coach Cal.
there's not really too much to say about them. I mean, they have scorers at every position. You have Rod Dillingham coming off the bench.
Love his game.
They can score with the best of them. If they play a lick of defense, right, I think they can beat any team. So at 3,000, 4,000, I think the value's there. So those are the 2 teams I'm definitely going to rock with. And then obviously, whoever Larry has, I'm going to tail as well.
Gotcha. I like your analysis. Mine's not going to be as deep. We're going to start with Tennessee. They've just been clapping teams. Clapping. And been there. They made a run last year, I think. They have experience.
Oh, they got 2 great senior guards.
Yeah, so you know their names. I don't know their names.
Ziegler and
They have guards. The lefty, right?
Vescovi. Yep.
25?
Yes.
Vescovi's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Love his game.
Like, he knows their names.
And then they have a real bucket
they're-
getter in Dalton Connect. So
Yeah. So
what's the value on that, Jake?
1,400. 1,400. I just looked.
That's
So
good value.
Tennessee plus 1,400. The SEC is like, it's a weird league. There's not a lot of defense in the regular season, but come tourney time, give me Tennessee. I know they're going to make a deep run. And my long shot pick, sleeper pick, Creighton. Creighton can score with the best of them.
I like Creighton.
They just beat UConn. They're plus 3,000 right now.
Good
They're
value.
senior led, so it's good value in my opinion. One deep sleeper, Michigan State.
Yeah.
How often do you see these
Dude, it feels
these
like those
teams
guys-
with like Tom Izzo? Like, how you betting against a Tom Izzo team in March?
Yeah.
It just seems like he's always there. He knows the recipe. They're plus 7,500 right now.
That's a lot. And they have a lot of guys. They've like guys
got
been at that
Hogard,
program for so long too.
Philly guy
That
Hogard.
stuff matters come March.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really
They've made
does.
runs.
You know, you see Sweet 16. They're if they're there, you're like, how did I not bet on Tom Izzo?
They're
Right.
there. They're there every year. It seems like
Yeah,
7
so-
seed doesn't matter.
So Houston, Kentucky, Tennessee, Creighton, and a long shot of Michigan State.
I like it.
So we got what coaches? We got big name coaches. Coach Cal.
Coach Cal, Izzo, Keldon Sampson.
Yeah, these are guys who've been there, done that.
Who else did we say? The Tennessee coach
Merc-
is
Rick
his
Barnes.
name slipping my.
No.
Might be Rick Barnes.
I think it is Rick Barnes.
Rick Barnes.
And then
Isn't
isn't
that-
it-
Rick Barnes
isn't
coached
it-
before.
Georgia? No.
No.
No. Conference.
Dude, I forget actually. It might have
All
been
right, and then
Tennessee.
who was the last team we said?
I think isn't that McDermott's dad at Creighton?
Oh yeah,
No?
yep,
Yeah.
it's McDermott. Yep. The one thing I'll say
Yeah, Rick
though,
Barnes is at Tennessee.
The one thing
yeah,
I-
that was tough by me. That was
yeah,
a pull.
the one thing I love about this year in college basketball is, and I was looking at like the odds of the teams. Obviously, you have UConn's very good. Purdue, Zach Edey's walking 20-13.
Fuck Purdue.
But like some of these teams, like I think can really do it. Like there's a lot of value. There was other teams that I would have liked to say, but I don't want to flood. The
You're only
board.
picking 5. We're picking 5.
Yeah,
you know?
I really like Houston and Kentucky. I think.
Yeah.
And again, you need with the tournament too. What makes it so cool is because like you need to get lucky. You need to get put in the right region sometimes. You have some teams go down, but just there's so much parity this year. Like I think a lot of teams could do it.
There
Yeah,
are a lot of good
me
teams.
too.
I mean, like I feel like every year Kansas gets overlooked.
Well, they're plus. What did I mention to you when I was
They're like
picking my teams?
2,500.
They're
They
plus
just-
2,500.
And I don't know anybody, but like it's Bill Self. He gets there.
Love Bill
He's
Self.
amazing. He's underrated.
They've just-
They got
they've
two
just, like-
senior guys.
I watched a lot of Kansas this year, and they just something's missing. They have the good individual players, but they don't win the games I bet on them.
Yeah, but this is what I'll say though. Like the Big 12 is head and shoulders.
Yeah.
I think competition wise above it.
Yeah, I mean they have good value too.
I agree.
Dude, the worst team in the Big 12, I think, could make a run in the tournament. Like,
Yeah.
That's how good that's how
Yeah.
good it is. And to throw a Houston and Cincinnati now into the Big 12, I just think that's going to be
Yeah.
tremendous.
Teams are definitely
for
coming
Houston.
out of Big 12 poised for a run.
Like
They don't have
Baylor.
any. They don't ever have any like shitty games.
Iowa State's playing well, like
Yeah,
they
they're good.
always do. You
They
got
cover that
K-State
backdoor
that made the
cover.
run last year. They still
Are
got
there
guys.
is there any mid majors that you like? Maybe not to win it all, but like going a crazy run.
Majors.
So Zlot
Go ahead.
said.
What did he say? What did
So I
he
hit
say?
up Zlot. I said, "Do you have any futures you like?" He said Tennessee to win it all in Final Four, which is plus 300. Kentucky Final Four plus 950, and Michigan State Final Four plus 2,000. And then he said, we'll be on the Gators to reach the Sweet 16 once it's up, and might even dabble in a St. Mary's deep run.
All right, so we kind of have the same looks.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that after this.
I didn't know you could bet. So you
Neither
said it
did
was
I.
plus 300 for Tennessee.
Tennessee
just to
Final
just
Four.
to make the Final Four.
Which is nice.
I would wait to see what region those teams get into before you make
And
Final
where
Four
they're at.
bets.
I wish they were in Philly so we could go to the games all day, but they're not.
None.
There's none
There'll
in
be
Philly?
something in Philly though. No,
No, I don't
like
think
a
so.
like a.
No, I
really?
looked. I didn't
I
see
thought
any.
usually every year there is.
I looked. I mean, they weren't last year.
Really?
I would have went. Remember when Florida Gulf Coast was here?
Well, that was the year they made their run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was here.
crap.
Mace was on the court.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But all right, let's wrap it up. Lounge talk. Talked hoops. Talked baseball. Talked March
Do
Madness.
you want to do a parlay of the day back for NBA
think
or no?
so.
Or wait on that?
We'll do that. We'll do that
Have
after.
to. Yeah,
we'll
I
do
mean,
that
you
after.
can just.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
That works. 'Cause
yeah.
I have something I like.
Fuck you, like.
I like Ben Simmons and night assists
I like his rebounds.
against Toronto. I mean, I don't think you can go
Yo,
wrong.
you saw the Nets were mad as fuck about Jock Vaughn centering the game plan around Ben Simmons. I could see
who was mad.
the Nets players like Bridges.
And Spencer Dinwiddie.
they were
I
like,
don't
what
know
are you
he's
doing?
mad
Get used to
about.
that because
Yeah.
that's like the only way Ben Simmons is effective if you kind of.
But I could see Kevin Ollie not being like, oh, you guys don't want to center around Ben Simmons. Mikal Bridges, you're our best player. I won't.
or trade his ass.
Who, Ben?
No, Bridges if he's
He ain't
bitching.
getting traded. He can bitch about Ben Simmons. He has every right to bitch about the game plan being centered around Ben Simmons.
Well, then how? Like, then you got like if you don't, then you have to sit Ben Simmons. There's no like.
Yeah, I mean-
There's no give or take there. Do you want him to play for your team or do you not want him to play for your team? Because if he's playing for your team, he needs the ball in his hands.
Yeah, but I don't like his assists because he's not going to get assists to Cam Thomas. He'll only get assists to like Bridges and, you know what I mean? Because Cam Thomas is going to dribble Jack.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah, no, he can
Ben's
get
really
the
good at
assists.
creating. Like,
Yeah, but Cam Thomas isn't going to catch and shoot.
anyways,
Bridges will.
ladder his assists 8 and 10.
I mean, he could get a triple double if he plays 30 minutes.
Yeah, I saw double was plus 650.
I like double
but
double.
I don't trust him to score 10 points.
I like his
That's
rebounds.
That's why I'm
I like his
taking-
rebounds. All right,
I
Lounge
love
Talk.
these
Love you guys.
assists.
See ya.